K-9? It's K-9, well...
Why does he look so disco?
What's happened to him?
One day, just nothing.
Oh, didn't you try and get him repaired?
I just keep getting messages. I'm doing it on my phone, so forgive it if it goes. Basically, I built a K-9 many years ago, way before you could get 3D printers at home 3D printers. I've got one, so all the bits that I made back then, the buttons out of resin in ice cube trays, I've got to laugh because I've looked back on the video of the console and oh my goodness, it's awful. So I 3D printed the ears, I 3D printed the buttons for the control panel, I 3D printed the tailpiece. I'm not sure if that'll match up, but I'm going to at some point drag my old K9 out that's looking worse for wear, gut it because it's got a built-in computer in there and it needs the side panel replacing where the screen is because it's way too big. Hopefully the rest of the electronics will still work if I can find the remote, but all in all, yeah, now I've got all these 3D printed parts. I want to make him look better and give him a makeover because he needs it and be something to be proud of again. Right, okay, if you're not subscribed, you know, you're welcome to. Hit that bell if you want to watch another video on this K9 refurbishment. Until then, I'll catch you soon and happy watching the video. Right, okay, let's see if these are printed. I really could have done with some cloth. Hope I don't drop it. Whoops, no. Oh yeah, cool. I don't know if you can really see them. These are the bases and the top buttons for the K9 control panel. All of them printed. Cool. So there we go, that's a bit better. So basically I've got to take them off, lift them off the supports, give them a wash in 99% alcohol, and then cure them, and I'm on my way. Well, I've got to print some more because it's 12, but altogether I want 24. So all the buttons, oh, nearly all the buttons for the Doctor Who K9 control panel, they're all printed off in 2 halves. These have yet to cure and I've got to get them off of the support. One thing I did find when I printed them, like flat on one side, kind of beveled on the other. Don't get why, but it don't seem to be a problem. This is one I printed off in a different coloured resin because it's all I got. So if you look at that, that's the bottom and that's where the LED goes through. There. So if you put bevel side up, it's just nice. Hang on. Start again. Well, these are the buttons for the K9 control panel. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. They're all 3D printed. I've sprayed the bottom halves black and then it's a case of inserting the tops. They've gone a bit misty, but at the end of the day they will diffuse the LEDs, so you just won't see, you know, it'll spread the light out just that much better. So yeah, we've gone from that, well, gone from these to those. And like I say, I've sprayed the control panel. I've also 3D printed the K9 ears as well. So I'm just taking a bit of there you go. So there's the K9 ears. They're all 3D printed. Really chuffed with those because at the very beginning when I made the K9 ears, I made them from scratch and they weren't perfect because there was none out there for you to get. The actual file on one of the print sites, it's not right. One of the rings was actually lifted off of the spine there, so I had to re-alter them in a CAD, but they're good enough. I'm happy with those. So there's the K-9 panel, all sprayed up black. Got to wait for that to dry, then I'm going to insert the buttons, and I've also done the lenses that go in them. Now they're red and I'm not sure I'm going to get around those, but they go in there. I've got to work that out. I could have done with some red resin, but I couldn't find any cheap enough just to print these off. But so it should look pretty cool at the end of the day. That's it up to now, I think. So yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be refurbishing my K-9, because when I first built it I didn't have a 3D printer, so whoopee. And also this panel, I want to make one out of sheet steel and do exactly the same again. So that's where I am, that's what I'm up to, refurbishing my K-9.
Goodbye, but you were adequate company. I knew you would miss me.